My name is Seema and I am a storyteller. This is Christmas season and so I'm sharing with you the story of Christmas, the Christmas story. This is an Usborne Bible tale book. So let's start with the story. This is Mary and Joseph. They lived a long time ago in Nazareth. Joseph was a carpenter and Mary was expecting a baby soon. Can you see? There's Mary and there's Joseph. Joseph was a carpenter and Mary was going to have a baby very soon. They went to Bethlehem. So they were staying in Nazareth, but they went to Bethlehem. Mary and Joseph had to walk most of the way. Why were they going to Bethlehem? They had to go to Bethlehem to register to pay their taxes. The king of Bethlehem had ordered everybody to come to Bethlehem and then they had to register, meaning they had to give their name and to pay their taxes. So everyone was going from wherever they were towards Bethlehem. You can imagine if everyone goes to one place, how crowded that place will get. Bethlehem was full of people. Yes, Mary and Joseph tried to find a room to sleep in. You know, like how we go outside and we go for a hotel or something. They tried to find a room, but everywhere it was already full. Can you see? So many people and they had no place to go. Poor Mary, you see, she's sitting on a donkey and they have traveled so far and they couldn't find a room. Everywhere was already full. All my rooms are full, said the innkeeper. Inn is like a small hotel. So he said, no, all my rooms are full, but you can sleep in the stables if you like. Stables, you know what's a stable? Place where animals are kept, isn't it? Like a horse stable, a cow's shed, like that. It is a stable. You can, if you want, you can go and stay there, said the innkeeper. The stable was warm and it was clean. Joseph made a bed of straw for Mary. He covered it with his cloak. Mary lay down. She was very tired. Yes, after such a long journey, there was a lot of hay, you know, they to feed the animals, you have a lot of hay. So he took that, made it into a bed and she lay down in it. That night, her baby son was born. Mary called him Jesus. She put him in clean clothes and made a bed for him in a manger. Now they are in a stable, so where they don't have a cradle, they don't have anything to keep the baby. So she wrapped it in a clean cloth and there was a manger. What's a manger? It is a box where you keep all the animal food, a wooden tray kind of thing. So she kept inside that, she kept this baby. She named that baby Jesus. Can you see Joseph, Mary and the baby in a wooden manger or a wooden tray or a trough in which they would keep all the food for the sheep, for the horses, you know. In that she kept the baby. Near the town, there were some shepherds. They slept near their sheep to guard them from wild animals. They would take the sheep out, you know, to graze and they were sleeping there only just to keep an eye on the sheep. It was a very quiet and dark night. Suddenly there was bright light. The night sky was filled with light. The shepherds woke up with a start. They were very scared. What happened? Suddenly, imagine in the night, they could see bright light and they were like, what happened? How come there is light? What is that? They got a little scared. But then an angel came out and spoke to them. Don't be afraid. Go to Bethlehem. In a stable, you'll find a baby who is none other than Christ the Lord. He's the messenger of God. Go there, said that angel. The shepherds were so happy. They went to Bethlehem. They soon found the stable and knelt in front of the baby. They sat in front of the baby. They told Mary what the angel had said, that he was a messenger of God. Imagine a miracle. An angel had come and told them to come here. So they told the shepherds, told Mary that this was Christ the God. The shepherds were very happy. They told everyone in Bethlehem about Jesus. They went around telling people, do you know a baby is born? He's a messenger of God. Do you know Jesus Christ has been born? So they went back and told everybody. Then they went back to their sheep singing to God. They were so happy. They went back to their sheep singing to God. Meanwhile, far away, there were 3 wise men. They too saw a bright star moving across the sky. A bright star like what we have behind me. Like that. There was a bright star that was moving. And they said, a moving star. And so they started following it. It meant something special had happened. Oh, you can see the 3 wise men and the moving star. They said something special has happened. They too. So they followed the star. And after many days, that star stopped over Bethlehem. The wise men knew they had come to the right place. You can see that they had followed the star and they had followed on their camels, and they came to Bethlehem and they came to that stable. The wise men too found Jesus. They went in and saw Mary with that baby. They knelt down and gave presents which they had bought. You can see the wise men too said, this is not an ordinary baby. This is God himself, messenger of God, and gave that baby and Mary lots of gifts. Mary and Joseph, once that work was done, they went back home. But this time they took baby Jesus on a very long and hard journey. They had to go back to their place Nazareth, isn't it? So they went by, and at last they were back home in Nazareth. So they were back home in Nazareth. So this is the story of Christmas. That is why we celebrate the birth of Christ as Christmas. And you can see I have made that crib. It is called a crib. I have made it so that you can see all the things that come in this story are there. There is a baby, there is Joseph, there is Mary, and then you have the 3 shepherds, you have the wise men, the sheep, the barn, the manger, all that is there. And a star bright on top guiding them. There's also an angel there, the angel who told all these people that there was a special thing happening on that day. Isn't it a wonderful story? Yes, I hope you enjoyed it. Merry Christmas. Thank you for listening.